In this video, I'm going to show you how to find all the treasures on Argus in the Legion Remix update. Also, what do you guys think about my transmog with the gold, the new flames, the new set that we got this week? I've been playing around with some ideas. Now, I'd recommend you complete the campaign in Argus before you do this because you just need to unlock the, the powers that be. And if you go underneath the spaceship on the Vindicar, you're going to click this thing, the Vindicar Matrix Core, and you can use this to swap between one of 3 different types of powers. It's either Warframe, Shroud of Echoes, or if I select Warframe and I select this again, you'll see here Light's Judgment. So let's start off with a Light's Judgment as our main one. If you don't have the button for this, just open up your spellbook, go to your General tab, and look for the icon over here, Light's Judgment, and I can just go ahead and I'll put it on my bars here. Now I'll take you to all the locations that you can use the Light's Judgment to access. We'll start off with this location, Krokul, over here, and we'll go to this location specifically right over here. Now this one can be misleading as if you have to go down the road this way. Instead, you're actually going to go around to the right like this. So following the path up like here, you'll see as you get to the section over here, you'll find an opening on your left here that you can go through here like this, a secret little walkway, and on top of the tower, there's the item. If this is at all blocked by any rocks, you will use your Light's Judgment to destroy the rocks covering the entrance so that you can loot the treasure like that. The second location is right over here at this location. So make your way to the spot. You'll see that this is covered by a bunch of rocks. This is where you're going to use the ability, aim over it, and this will destroy the rocks, revealing the treasure behind it that you can go ahead and loot inside this little cave. Don't worry if you can't pick up the currency inside. If you're full, it's fine if you have just opened up the chest, it will still count. For the next location we're going to, Eredar. Here we're going to find treasures that are both included in the power and the ones that don't require any power at all. Starting at the bottom here, we're going to go for the first one. That's going to be a little bit frustrating if you're not a demon hunter, but you can get it without being a demon hunter starting over here. So from here, you're just going to climb all of the rubble, just jumping across, making your way all the way to the top as you can here. Just jump, 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 like stand, jump, careful, there is a little hole here, you don't want to fall in that. Jump and then move, jump and then move. And then here's a little bit tricky because you want to jump and move at the same time and then get to the treasure located over here. The next treasure is going to be a little bit to the right. You're going to make your way to this location over here. So around the little edge of this cliff face, you'll see you're just going to walk around the edge till you get to the back here, and you'll see that there's this rocky thing again with the little crystal, and you just have to use your power on this one. And this will go ahead and destroy the rock and open up the entrance to this cave, revealing the treasure to you that you can go ahead and loot. The next treasure location is further to the right. This one doesn't require the ability. It's off in the distance over here. You can use a goblin glider, but I don't know if you can get one in Remix. But there's some other techniques by just standing over here, being mounted up, jumping at the last second, and jumping at the last second. It's not super hard, to be fair. And then go ahead and loot the chest. The next one is pretty easy. It's right over here in the middle of the map. This one requires the power. So here you'll see you can't miss it. It's a big rocky area in the middle here. Use your power on it to destroy the rocks. Once the rocks are destroyed, you can go ahead inside and open up the chest. For the next one, you don't need the ability, but man, it is super annoying to get here without like some form of gliding or movement in the air because this one is under the map. It's right over here. This is where it is located on the map. You're going to go to this spot where I am right now, just at the edge of the water. You'll see as the waterfall is going down, you need to land on that platform down there. As you can see here, this is a little tricky because it's not exactly something you can fall directly down onto, as you can tell. So what you're going to do, what I attempted and was able to actually get with some decent success, is jumping from here, jumping with the mount like this. At the right angle, you can pretty much get through like that. And then just dismount and then slowly walk off into this location here. And that's how you can get in here and loot the chest without any movement abilities. Just try copying my mount technique. The final treasure without a power in this region is right over here. This one is very confusing to get. I'm not gonna lie, this one's kind of hard. I know I can get this on my monk, and I know I can get it on a demon hunter with flying because you have to fly from a very far location. As you can see where I am right now, you can see the location where you have to get to is over there. We can start off by jumping off up here and then gliding or using anything you can to fly that direction. Now, demon hunters have wings and monks have, well, rolling. I'll show you how. If you're not playing either of these two classes, you might have to make an alt to collect this one. So what I recommend doing is coming up here to this location on the map. I'm right here on the edge of this cliff. And this is what it looks like over here. I'm going to roll off like this. And then using my special talents as a monk, I can just dash midair to get there like that. And then I can go ahead and loot the chest. If you're only looking for the hidden treasures of Argus to find the 8, you don't need to do this one. We're going for the bigger achievement. And that is the shoot first, loot later, to loot every single treasure along Argus. For the final ones with the Light's Judgment power, as well as the free to pick up ones in this region, the Antoran Wastes, we'll start over here with the first treasure chest by this teleporter. It's actually not really by the teleporter, it's a little bit above the cliff here. To help you navigate to it, you're just going to go up this pathway up here to where I am right now. And what it looks like from here is you're facing this thing, right, towards the northeast, sort of. And then you're going to go around it. And we're going to be dropping off the cliff behind it because you can see the treasure is directly below us right now. So we're going to go ahead across here to the side. I'll show you. We're just going to fold down here. Go across like this. And you'll see here in the Fel Juice, you just have to go across and go ahead and loot this. Boom. Nice and easy. The next treasure you can loot without any items or powers is this one over here. It's called the Legion Treasure Hoard. It's located at this area. You're going to see we're going to start here. It's easy to find. Behind this like bones and these things in the like Fel waterfall, you'll find the chest is actually in the area over there. So I'll just kind of like fly across here, go across, and you should see that the chest is over here behind the Fel curtain, and just go ahead and loot it. The next 2 treasures are going to require the special ability, the Light's Judgment. And the first one we're going to get is all the way to the north over here. This location, it's not at the upper section, it's more the lower section, so you can just walk straight there from the previous one. This is what it looks like over here. You can find it's literally right there, those rocks that you have to destroy. You're going to take this pathway across like this and just get over here. Use the special ability on top of this. That will destroy it and allow you to go inside the cave to loot the chest. The final one that you can use with this power is located right over here. This one you're going to require to stand at this exact location where I am right now. You'll see here we're on some like jagged rocks, and you'll see if we stand around this like right angle here, we can kind of like fall backwards here onto this platform where the rock is located here that we can use the power on. Go ahead and use the power, and this will go ahead and destroy the rock like this. Once it's destroyed, you're going to go through and you will loot the chest inside. Now we need to change back our power to the other ones. So go back to the Vindicar ship, go to the bottom like we did previously, interact with the console, and we're going to change it for the Shroud of Echoes. Select this one so that we have this power instead. And we'll start over here at Krokul at this location. The first treasure you'll be able to go to is this one right over here. It's probably one of the first ones you encountered in Argus. Pretty much inside this room over here, it's got this like purple crystal above it, and you can't open it without having the special power. Go ahead and activate the special power. Once you have this active, you will now be able to open up the chest and loot it. For the next one in this location, it's all the way to the right-hand side. So just follow the pathway until you get to this area here. It's pretty much right in front of you. You can't miss it. Once you get here, just activate the spell again, and you can go ahead and loot the chest like such. We'll then make our way to Eredar, and we're going to go to this portal or this fast travel one right over here, the top right. You'll then make your way to this location over here where you can see the treasure chest is located. It's going to pretty much go through this building over here all the way to the right until you jump out and get to this area. You'll have to wait for your spell to come off of cooldown, and once you're ready, just go ahead and activate it and open up the chest just under this tree to loot it. The next one is located right over here at this location. It's a bit close to the other one, so you're going to have to deal with the 3-minute cooldown of the ability if you got here quickly. So at this location, you've probably seen this one before as well. Activate the ability, open up the chest, and then go ahead and collect it, just like that. The next one is located at the bottom left of the region, right over here in a house, this section at the Ruins of Eredar. So right here, you're going to see it's this house all the way on the left-hand side. You're going to activate your ability once it's ready off of cooldown. Go ahead and use the ability, go invisible, loot the chest, and that is how you get this one. We'll then fast travel to the final location for this ability, and that is going to be to the Antoran Wastes. We're going to use the Light's Purchase Antoran's Waste one over here. For this one, you're going to make your way to this location just near the raid entrance. The treasure chest is located over here. This is what it looks like where I started. It's going to be like between this like lower section here underneath. You're going to go ahead and use your ability and loot the chest right here. That will be the final chest you need with this ability, which means we have to make our way back to the spaceship. On the Vindicar, you're going to go all the way to the bottom as you've done previously, interact with the core in the middle, and change to the WARFRAME ability. Now this one's a little bit more annoying because it's on a 10-minute cooldown, which is frustrating. And we'll find our first treasure over here in Krokul. We'll start over here at the Krokul hovel, and you'll make your way to this location, particularly right over here. So it's on this location right here where I am right now. This is what it looks like around in the surrounding area. You're just looking for these rocks with this little crystal. This means you can use the war machine, and you're going to use the leap, the third button, and leap on top of the rocks like this. That will break the rocks and allow you to go inside here and loot the treasure chest. There we go. You'll then go ahead and fast travel to our next location, Eredar, the top island, and we're going to take the one right at the top if you can. So the treasure that we can find over here is right at the very top of the map. You can see it's located here. You're going to go to the spot just north of the fast travel. You'll see here's what the surrounding area looks like. You're going to go around the outskirt here, use your ability, and then you're going to use the jumping move, the leap, of course, to jump like this. Boom. This will allow you to go inside. Once you go inside, you can go ahead and open up the treasure chest. While I'm waiting that 10-minute cooldown, I'm making food for the boys. And by the boys, I mean these two little gremlins over here. The next one is located over here. It's underground, so you'll have to find an entrance around like this thing. You'll see here from where I am right now, it's pretty much just under these rocks. So you'll see there's multiple entrances to get under here. You just have to figure out how to get through this location here into this part over here, where you can go ahead and use the machine, use the leap function, jump, smash the rocks, go inside, and loot the treasure. We'll fast travel to the Antoran Wastes. I actually recommend using the lower one because we're going to where the raid entrance is near. The final treasure is located right over here, just outside the raid. At this entrance, you'll see this is what the outside looks like. We're going just past this section. You'll find the crystal where you have to press the warframe, use your leap ability, break the rocks, go inside the cave like this, and you'll go ahead and loot the treasure like that. This will give you the achievement for shoot first and loot later. And if you've done everything else, you'll get the Paragon of Argus, which is a whole list of achievements for the title Lightbringer. I hope you found this helpful, and thank you so much for watching. Ciao.